Justin, Mr. Highlight, hey, stop crying.
Oh my god, I'm crying right now.
You do not deserve a title shot. Why Justin Gaethje is mad and why it makes no sense in this video. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum.
Justin the Highlight Gaethje, an absolute legend that every UFC fan loves to watch, right? He's called your favorite fighter's favorite fighter for a reason. But as we know, Charles Oliveira fights Ilia Topuria for the UFC, the vacant UFC Lightweight belt. And you would think like, hey, there might be one or two people in the lightweight division that might stake their claim that they would deserve the title shot over Oliveira, especially a guy like Arman Tsarukyan. And then you hear on Jon Anik's podcast, the Anik and Florian podcast, that Jon Anik was on a golf tournament with Justin Gaethje. Justin loves to play golf, right? And they were playing golf together, and Anik said that Gaethje was really pissed about the whole Ilia Topuria Charles Oliveira fight because he thinks he deserves that fight. He deserves that title fight. And I was like, huh? I mean, I understand it from a standpoint of course, you yourself are your biggest supporter, your biggest advocate, that you want a title shot. Of course you want a title shot. But let's just look at the meritocracy. You're ranked number 3 in the lightweight division. And of course the rankings, you can talk about how accurate and important they are, and we can argue about that, right? But let's just look at the facts. You have ranked number 1, Arman Tsarukyan, who just defeated Charles Oliveira, who is the only one that really has a claim like, hey, I deserve that title shot more than Charles because I literally just beat Charles and I'm like on a forever unbeaten streak. The only time he has ever been beaten in the UFC was by Islam, and then a split decision that I still don't agree with against Mateusz Gamrot quite a while ago. But otherwise, he has only been winning. And he's the number 1 contender. The only reason why he did not get a title shot is because the UFC is mad with him because of his fight day, or how close to the fight did he pull out? On the day of the fight, during the one day before, something like that, he pulled out of his title fight against Islam early this year, right? So that's why the UFC is not giving him an instant title shot. Then Charles Oliveira is ranked number 2. Charles Oliveira, the guy that you're mad about getting a title shot instead of you, literally just beat you a couple of fights ago. Justin Gaethje is 3-2 in his last 5. One of those losses was against Charles Oliveira, and he literally got dominated by Charles Oliveira. So the guy you're trying to be in front of literally freaking beat you and is coming off a dominant win against Michael Chandler. It's not like he's coming off the Arman Tsarukyan loss. He had a win afterwards, right? And Justin Gaethje himself, what you have to see is he is 1-1 in his last 2. He literally just got knocked out by a featherweight who is now a lightweight. And there's another topic there because Max Holloway is now a lightweight, and if you go through a straight meritocracy, Max Holloway deserves a lightweight title shot more than Justin Gaethje because he literally knocked out Justin Gaethje and dominated him over 5 rounds when they fought at lightweight. I don't care that Max afterwards got knocked out at featherweight. That doesn't matter. It's a different division. You know what I mean? Of course, I do not say that Max should get an immediate title shot at lightweight. That's nonsense. But he is still ahead of the queue in front of Justin Gaethje, in my opinion. If Max Holloway goes and beats Dustin Poirier, he, in my opinion, I do not say he's the number 1 contender because there's still Arman Tsarukyan, but he's definitely ahead of Gaethje in the title shot negotiations. Because what did Gaethje do? The only thing Gaethje did after he got knocked out violently against Max Holloway after losing all 5 rounds was he beat Rafael Viziev, the number 11 ranked guy, who is a phenomenal fighter, but he beat the number 11 ranked guy who came off a long ass injury layoff, and he took the fight on short notice as well. Viziev stepped in for Dan Hooker. He beat the guy that is ranked a lot of spots behind him, that comes off over 1.5 year injury layoff, and who comes in on short notice. He beat that guy in a rather close decision. Gaethje got rocked a couple of times in that fight. So like he just dominated that fight. It was a phenomenal fight, as every Gaethje fight is. But bro, you do not deserve a title shot off that win. You just don't. Fight a guy like Dan Hooker. Fight a guy like Arman Tsarukyan. If you beat them, then I can see your argument. But before that, you do at least have one more fight before you earn a title shot. You cannot just live off your past accolades and because you're an interesting fighter. Gaethje had 2 title shots already, 2 undisputed title fights already, and he lost both times. You don't just get granted title shots like it's nothing. You know what I mean? Like, you already had 2 chances and you missed both those chances. Now it's time for the other guys. Unless, of course, you prove yourself by beating guys like Dan Hooker, who's like ranked number 5 or something, or beating Arman Tsarukyan, who's ranked number 1. If you beat Arman, you're next in line. Don't worry about it. But first, beat someone, and then you can be mad about not getting a title shot, because you have literally zero deservingness of getting a title fight. And I didn't even mention Ilia Topuria on that occasion, because Ilia, I mean, of course, I know there's gonna be haters in the comments like, Ilia doesn't deserve it. Ilia is 100% the official #1 contender at lightweight because of his accolades at featherweight. That is as clear as day for me. But Charles Oliveira against Ilia Topuria is a good title fight. I still believe that Arman would deserve it more because I believe in a straight meritocracy. So I would like to see Arman against Ilia, but I will never say no to a Charles Oliveira fight. I love Charles, I love Ilia, so that will be a great title fight. And those are 2 guys that deserve to fight for the belt. What is your opinion about all of that? Write in the comments, you guys. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, would appreciate that a lot. Check out my merch, bloodsport.net, link is in the bio. Worldwide free shipping with the code FREE when you enter the checkout. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody, and until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.